It's like 11:30 at night, and I just went to my baby and took her to the potty. She just turned 1 year old, and this has been kind of a journey with the whole diaper thing. I really wanted to do elimination communication from the beginning, but I really found it too hard. I have an 8-year-old, well, she just turned 9. I have a 9-year-old daughter also, and an international business and a home. I cook everything from scratch. I work out a bit, do the carpool, all the things, and it was just too much for me, to be honest. So I have cloth diapers, but I don't have enough, and I don't keep up with it enough, so I also use plastic diapers. And it's hard for me to get like clean ones, so I use like the shitty kind. And it's so insulting to my soul to do this, really. It's kind of the one thing in my life, or one of the few things in my life, actually there are a couple, that are out of alignment with my soul and that I have been doing. Because these diapers are like toxic and I know it, and they cause waste that lasts for so freaking long and I know it. And I love the earth so freaking much, and I walk around picking up trash. Meanwhile, I make trash all the time from my baby's diapers, and I'm choosing that. And so I'm really excited because I'm finally getting in touch with some of her signs about when she needs to go to the bathroom. So like when my baby cries at night, sometimes she peed, but a lot of times I'm finally picking up on the fact that she is about to need to pee, and she doesn't want to pee herself, and she doesn't deserve to have to pee herself. And so I take her to the potty, and she's peeing on the potty, and I go, psst, yay, you peed on the potty. So again, I'm trying to leave her diaper free more, but at first it was kind of overwhelming having the second baby. It was wonderful, and I really got pampered in my postpartum. Like, a lot of my best friends made me these extravagant meals, and I'm so freaking grateful, like, for the way my sisters held me in my early postpartum, and also celebrated me in my blessing way, which I'm still glowing from a year later. It's such a special thing to make circles and celebrate your friends for all these rites of passages, and every time we do one, it just makes me think that, like, this is what we need as women. We need to be making circles to celebrate our first menstruation, and, you know, multi-generational. And we need to, you know, be giving each other gifts, and calling out the words of affirmation we have for each other, and singing songs together, and making prayers together, and living, you know, the sacredness of this life together, celebrating the sacredness of this life and these rites of passage that we go through as women. I've been at Blessing Ways lately. I've been at a bachelorette party, which was a women's circle, where we made an altar in the middle like we always do, beautiful. We eat together, we sing together, we say beautiful things to each other, but especially to the woman we're celebrating, and it's a really holy thing. And yeah, so anyway, back to my postpartum, because this whole year has been postpartum for me. It's been really beautiful. But I know that a lot of sisters don't experience it really beautiful, that it can be really hard. We can get really tired. When I get tired, I am like a really not nice person, like disgusting, like just disgusting, you guys. And my partner is just amazing and helps make sure I get enough sleep, and I appreciate that so much. And I try and do that for him too, but he really supports me in this way. It's such a gift, so that I can be this gift for my family and be in a good mood and do my best to hold this vibration. Because I'm learning so much this year more than ever, just how much our vibration affects everybody around us, everybody, everything. And it affects our experience ourselves too, like completely. Like, we can be in the exact same situation and choose to be like, pura vida, it's okay, go with the flow, love every moment, give thanks and praise. Or we can be like stressed out and in a hurry, I find that I'm at my worst when I'm tired and when I'm in a freaking hurry. And like, I don't even give a shit about being on time, you know, but like, I feel this pressure from other people. And then I realize inside myself, I also feel this pressure from other people, because there's something in me that's like, if I'm not on time, I'm not doing good enough. People won't say that I'm like, what, a serious enough person, that I'm like trying hard enough. Like what? What am I freaking afraid of? And where do I feel like I'm not good enough? So I have to stress myself out, you know, like we can literally die from driving, being stressed out. One time I almost went head on with a fellow birth worker and like a beautiful friend of mine, because I was like driving too fast to get to a freaking sweat lodge. You know, like, what are we doing? I know I'm not the only one. So yeah, now when I drive, I try and pray, like, let me go out in shalom and let me come back in shalom. And I really have this agreement with myself that I will not leave the house in a bad vibe. And also my husband, I won't let him either. And it's so important, you guys. It's so important. Yeah, because we can die driving, and our families too, other people. It's really serious. We're operating heavy machinery. So I have this older friend, and this older Israeli guy, he's a character, and he's like, it doesn't matter if you drive shanty, if you drive crazy, stress, you'll make it there 3 minutes ahead of time, but you might die. And it's like, yeah, so when I'm driving, and it's a practice, but I remind myself, shanti, shanti, you know, slowly, slowly. And it's like the turtle this year, postpartum, and also having my own business. It is like my new totem animal. Like, always the hummingbird and the lion, but the turtle. Because the turtle's like the divine mother. And the turtle's like home everywhere. And the turtle's like going slow and steady. And it wins the race, you guys. And like, I've been in a big head trip this year about like feeling like, oh, I should be farther along with my business. I should be going faster. I should be doing more. In life, I should be doing more, whatever. And I have had to come to peace with the fact that I am in divine timing, no matter what I do. And that if I'm moving slowly, it's okay. Maybe that's the exact pace I need to be going at. To be able to pay attention to detail, to be able to make corrections where I'm making mistakes, to be able to give the best customer service, to be able to follow the urgings and inspiration of my heart, not just what I think I should be doing as a businesswoman. Because really, like, the reason why I do what I do is because of a deep call from my heart, from God, you know, because of my dharma or destiny or whatever you want to call it. And I'm here to be of service. So I have to ask myself, am I being of service? Am I truly being of service to people? Am I giving my best to do what God has set before me to do? And I know my answer is yes. And I know that it's freaking ridiculously slow sometimes because I have a baby and a 9-year-old. And sometimes I need to go sit at the river or be with my friends or whatever. And it's okay. It's okay. Because like, these pressures we are putting on ourselves, you guys, it's like from the programming, I'm telling you. Because you can be at the right time and at the right place always. You can walk right into the opportunities, the divine opportunities at the perfect time when the Most High knows you're ready for them. You know, we can come into this level of trust, and this is what I'm learning and doing my best to practice, although imperfectly, is that, you know, I can just trust. You know, like, every time I'm freaking out, because sometimes I freak out, whether it be about money, thinking I don't have enough or there's not going to be enough, or time, or this feeling of not doing good enough. And it's like, wow, like, it's been my mantra lately. Like, you do enough, you have enough, you are enough. Say it with me. I do enough, I have enough, I am enough. And I am beautiful, and I am sharing wonderful things with the world. Say it with me. I'm beautiful, and I'm sharing amazing things with the world. Are you? I hope you are. I hope you are. Whether those amazing things are just the light of your smile, the generosity of your smile and your kind vibe to people, or it's, working with the poor in Africa or whatever, like, your service in the world is beautiful. And it's worthy of your time. And it's okay if you go slow. But follow your heart and follow your dreams, because we're all the world's got. And if we don't do it, if we don't go first, who's going to do it? Who's going to do it? And I'm feeling more every day that I want to be the older sister, the mentor, the teacher that I wish I had. I want to be the mother I wish I had, even though my mother is amazing. But you know what I mean? Like just how can I really be what I would have dreamed of as a 9-year-old to have as a mom? How can I really be like the dream partner for my husband? Like, how can I pour out love on everything that's around me? How can I love myself better? How can I practice compassion to myself? This is the trip I'm in these days. Anyways, so postpartum. So yeah, I had a beautiful immediate postpartum. My friends super took care of me. I rested. We were on this really peaceful big land in this awesome house, and yeah, it was holy and amazing, and I'm so grateful. And and my business picked up big time right after the baby was born, so I dove into working at home and then late nights, and I would be full on with the girls all day long and stay up into the wee hours working. And I was getting really tired, and not just tired because my husband would help me like to sleep, but just my rhythm off, and my circadian rhythm off, and my relationship with the sun off, and yeah, just my sleep was really messed up. And I was getting really stressed and heavy with like so much housework and so much everything, and the work late at night and everything. And my mom decided to help me and gift me help in my home. And I have this awesome mother and daughter who come and help me for a few hours to be with my baby while I'm there working on the side or making some food for us or whatever I need to be doing. But she's blessed me with this for the time being. And I see other mothers, and I see what people are going through online, and I see my friends, and I see my experience with my first, and I just know that so many women are struggling and going through pain and feeling like they're not doing enough, and their house is a mess, and all these things. And then I experienced this flashback to when I was 11, and I was helping as a mother's helper for a woman with 3 children, and she would just like go away in the house. I wouldn't even see her, and like I'm with these 3 children. I remember the first time I did it. It was a little boy, and I changed his diaper, and I didn't know about little boys' diaper changes, and like he peed all over me. Poop started wiping it on the mirror, and the other kids are like going nuts, and I'm just like, okay, I can do this. Oh my God. But I was like helping her for like $2 an hour, and I just know that like most of us can't afford help. Like I can't afford help, even though I live in Costa Rica and it's affordable here, and I'm just at a point where we're, a small family-owned business doing our personal best, and we're growing, and we always have enough, but I didn't have the resources for this, and my mom's helping me. But I thought, wow, what about the mother's helper? What about the 11-year-old who lives down the street from you that you could hire for really cheap for her to come be in the house while you're also there, because you don't want to leave your baby, but you have other stuff to do. Even if it's sit by the river or meditate for 10 minutes or lift some weights for 3 minutes or smoke a joint, whatever it is, this girl could be your ally. And not only that, but you could be like this big sister, cool mom hybrid for her, and mentor her and help her and ask her how she's doing and feed her treats sometimes, and ask her how her heart and her emotions are, because these young girls, they're going through hormonal changes too. They're going through rites of passages too, Whether it be at, 11, 12, their first moon, or like 19, coming into being a woman, an au pair who could come live with you and help you with your family for a work exchange. We have available to us options of how we can be helped, because the mother, I think, needs help. I do, because as much as I am devoted to being a full-time mom, which I am, a stay-at-home mom, which I am, I'm also devoted to my mission and calling in the world, and I can't stop it right now because I'm not supposed to. So here I am, pouring out my life in service and nurturing everyone, everything, and I also need help. And you probably do too, especially if you have more than one kid. So this concept of a mother's helper, the girl down the street, that maybe it's her first job and you're giving her this opportunity, you can also mentor her, and everybody can thrive.